I'm quite sure those guys over there were just wearing whatever the fuck they were wearing.
But
like turban, whatever they wore that day. Fighting,
If we ever were to go fight another country, we get their uniform and we wear it and we go into war.
Well, that's what we did in the American Revolutionary War. Like, we did not give a shit about like formality in war.
No, it was no formality. Exactly.
We learned from the Native Americans.
Guerrilla warfare.
Yeah, we learned from the Native Americans. Like, hide in the trees. Why are you out in the field? Hide in the fucking trees.
Yeah, why are we marching against each other? Like why?
We honestly, like, the Native Americans helped us like change the course of like guerrilla warfare alone. It's like,
and then we faced that same guerrilla warfare over in Vietnam, and in Vietnam, that's where you get Agent Orange came in. Like you heard of Agent Orange. So what they were doing is because we were getting our asses kicked in the brush. You got a bunch of Vietnamese in there, Viet Cong, sniping you from the trees and the brush, and you can't see shit. So what they did, they sprayed Agent Orange to kill their vegetation, knock down their trees. So our guys have an easier time killing them.
right.
You know what I mean? Because we weren't ready for. I think the last guerrilla warfare America probably had up to that point was the Spanish-American War.
Probably. Well, maybe that, but I would argue probably further back was Civil War. Because in the Spanish-American, because there's not as much vegetation to hide, but there probably was, of course, strategy built into it. But I think the Spanish-American was mostly there's so much like open lands that it was kind of difficult to do that. And the technology was probably way more advanced. But back when you had muskets and shit like that, I think that was heavily like
lay down. Lay down.
Like in the Civil War, like you did have some formality between
but that was the way they fought, which I thought was very ridiculous.
In open fields.
I think
like,
it's such a
ridiculous. Were we Romans
thing.
all of a sudden? Like, no, we have guns. We can figure this out a better way.
But even the Romans had they had this one flanking technique. I remember
the phalanx. I think it was Spartans.
What they would do is like, so if you were a charging army against a Roman army, what they would often do sometimes was that the army would back in, and then as they're back in, they're circling around you and making it into a killing field. So everywhere you go, you're running into a fucking.
It would be sick. So
they were like the Patriot with
That's they would retreat through the middle, thinking that they are retreating, and then they would enclose
you. And
it's such a great strategy.
And everywhere you walked, anywhere you turned, there was a fucking gladius going into your throat.
Yeah.
Because they used to have that was their the shield technique is.
Well, the phalanx